What is
the evolution of Echo?
How does it apply to narcissistic abuse recovery? Well, that's what we're talking about today at queenbeing.com. So let's get started. Closed captioning provided by Athena Moberg and CPTSDFoundation.org. My name's Angie Atkinson, and on this channel, I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse in toxic relationships. I like to call it toxic relationship rehab. So if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button and let's get going.
You've heard of narcissism, but do you know what narcissistic abuse means? Here's the truth. Within every culture, race, religion, income bracket, and country, there are abusive, toxic people hiding in plain sight. They are part of your family, you're married to them, you work with them. They might be your friends, part of your family of worship, and your neighbors. The spectrum of toxicity is broad, and when cluster B personality types are involved, it gets more complicated. When you're dealing with a narcissist in any type of relationship, you're bound to be dealing with a subtle form of psychological abuse that no one wants to talk about. You can walk down the street and you can look perfectly normal. This kind of abuse doesn't leave bruises, and it doesn't leave broken bones, but it leaves scars that feel like they'll never go away. Toxic people play mind games with you. They put you down in sneaky ways that are hard for outsiders to detect. They triangulate you with others, isolate you from your friends and your family. They use gaslighting and projection to control and manipulate you. Even worse, they are rarely held accountable for this deplorable behavior. The narcissistic abuse cycle typically includes a love bombing or idealization phase, followed by a devalue phase, rounded out by a discard phase. Often the cycle begins again when the narcissist hoovers you or sucks you back in. In some cases, this will go on for decades. Introducing a brand new anthology written for and by survivors of narcissistic abuse, The Evolution of Echo. This book is dedicated to the SPANily, the amazing group of empathic, kind, intelligent, beautiful, and supportive souls represented in these stories. To the authors here and to every single person, man or woman, who has ever experienced the invalidation, humiliation, and soul-sucking proverbial death by 1,000 cuts that comes with being involved with a toxic narcissist. Do not stop at survival, my friend. Keep going until you're thriving, evolving, and living the very best life that you can. Know that you deserve it. Know that you can have it. Know that you're not alone. I hope these stories will help you see that it really isn't you, as you may have been led to believe. You're not crazy. Special thanks to author Melanie Cossey for the idea that inspired the title. Co-authored and compiled by Angie Atkinson, a certified life coach, author, and YouTube creator, and a survivor of narcissistic abuse. Atkinson's work has been touted as some of the most accurate and easy to understand by survivors of narcissistic abuse, and she has long been recognized as the go-to expert on how to discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse in toxic relationships. She has helped thousands of survivors to discover, understand, and overcome their own abuse, and now she's teaching them how to evolve. In this anthology, Angie has collected stories of survival from the SPANily, a support group of survivors of narcissistic abuse. Inside, you'll find their true stories, from love bombing to thriving, and everything in between. Plus, Angie and the SPANily offer their personal advice on how to go from being a victim of abuse to being a survivor and then a thriver. You will find new insights on what it means to heal after the long game trauma inflicted by narcissists. You are not powerless, dear survivor, and you are not alone. Angie hopes that by sharing the voices of survivors of narcissistic abuse, you can be inspired to become the healthy, evolving thriver you were meant to be, and maybe one who will change the course of history by ending the cycle of abuse in your own family moving forward. One person truly can create a difference in the world, but by bringing together these amazing voices in this anthology, Angie hopes to spark widespread, meaningful change that spans generations. Featuring stories and insight by Colleen Brosnan, Lise Colucci, Jillian Tyndall, Esquire, James LaCroix, Andy Mason, Diane Hawkes, Palma Mingozi, Rebecca McGranahan, Shermonica Slaughter, Angelina Lewis, Blair Botelho, Jennifer Primo, Phyllis Gilbert, Gable Young, Eva Lee, Dita, Nellie Juma, and Dr. Marnie H. Fodorero, writing as anonymous. Cover art by Maria Kaufman. Anthology coordinator Melina A. Mutria. Get your copy at queenbeing.com/anthology. Why are we calling the book The Evolution of Echo?
I'm going to share with you the introduction of the book. So take a look at this. In Greek mythology, Echo was a mountain nymph. Zeus had a weakness for nymphs, the story goes, and so this made his wife Hera feel really jealous. She would follow him around, attempting to catch him in the act. Echo began to engage Hera in long conversations, potentially because Zeus would ask her to do so. This would give Zeus time to get away from his wife and carry on his affairs. When Hera recognized what was going on, she became enraged and cursed the lovely Echo, leaving her unable to speak her mind. Instead, she was cursed to repeat only the words that another person said. One day, after the curse had been placed, Echo happened upon a striking young man named Narcissus. Since she was not able to speak her thoughts, she silently followed him into the forest as he hunted. Narcissus had lost his hunting companions, so he began shouting for them. "Is anyone there?" Finally, seeing her opportunity to get his attention, Echo repeated, "Is anyone there?" This led Narcissus to shout again, "Let's come together." Seeing a chance to get some face time with the object of her desire, she repeated the words as she rushed to him. Narcissus rejected her and she fell into despair. Soon afterward, Narcissus caught a glimpse of himself in a lake and fell in love with his own image. He became obsessed with it and unable to move, and eventually he died there. Echo mourned desperately, eventually leading to her own death, and she left only her voice behind. Echo, in many ways, represents the victim of the original narcissist.
To the authors of this book, thank you so much for sharing your heartfelt, sometimes shocking, always inspiring stories. I know they will help other survivors to realize that there is hope, that they can take back their lives, and that they can choose to become the people they were always meant to be. Join us Friday, November 9th on Facebook for the anthology release party. We will give away free coaching sessions, free ebooks, prizes, including jewelry and more, and everyone who attends has a chance to win. That's Friday, November 9th. Make sure to go to queenbeing.com/anthology for details and links.
As always, thank you so much for being a part of my day and a part of my life, and hey, thanks for letting me be a part of yours. It really does mean a lot to me. I'm wrapping up, but before I go, make sure you take a look at the videos I'm leaving for you right here and right here. And while you're here, hit that subscribe button right there so we can stay connected and continue on this healing journey together. I'll see you soon.